as a roguelike deck builder, but with a dicey twist. So we get rid of the cards, it becomes a lot easier to understand dice with six numbers, and it's a much easier game for people who aren't used to deck builders, new to deck builders, or just casual game players entirely to sort of get into the genre.
Yeah, I can relate to those people, those because usually I do not play this kind of games. I've tried it yesterday, so I could well arrive here with some sort of understanding about the game, and it was quite easy to enter and to understand. Well, the upgrades, but we'll get to it. Let's start. Let's start. So let me change. Let me make the transition. Oh, the sound. I have to say before you start, the sound is so spot on with the theme of the game. It's great. Do you prefer that I begin with training area, or do we jump to the first mission?
You can just jump into a mission if you've done the training before. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
should
I'll begin a new mission.
yeah, the music was directed to be sort of Banjo Kazooie and a bit Dicey Dungeons, because Dicey Dungeons has like an amazing soundtrack, and you're doing these fights and this constant disco beat going on. And I wanted the same sort of energy to go on. Like, if there's a funky beat going on during battles, it helps them be less stressful compared to hearing like sort of gloomy drum tracks and stuff like that, where it's like, oh, the battle's really hard. It's like, oh, it's stressful, that sort of deal.
Yeah. This game is described as a roguelike, so I assume that when we die, we will restart. And I'm on the starting screen, and I have several options of characters that I assume we can unlock during the gameplay. Characters and weapons. Is
Yeah,
this.
you will unlock new characters just by playing as the one before. You don't even have to win, you just have to play as them. So you slowly unlock them one at a time. But weapons are unlocked through the ghost jars, which are the currency of the game. When you finish a run, it accumulates your ghost jars together, and based on how many you have, sort of depends on how many weapons you unlock, with a bonus for like clearing every mission for the first time. So it encourages you to push forward and try and win each
Oh,
each time.
yeah. Your mission is to capture the mischievous Polter Prince and put an end to his pranks once and for all. So, to start with, I have four options. But the best is to be prepared. Choose a bonus. Choosing or not choosing a bonus, what will change? Will it interfere anything during my gameplay? Will I win less stuff if I choose an upgrade, or it will be the same?
It'll be the same. So if you choose no thanks, you just don't get
Ah,
one of those three little bonuses if you just want to do like a pure run.
I've upgraded the dice.
It's
Seems
good for
like,
a head start.
yeah, yeah.
Finn has a weak early game, so
Yeah,
upgrading his dice is a good shout.
I'm a noob. So we start with this screen. The layout of the game is squarish. We can only move to the squares that have a mark on it. I will choose one of them and jump there. We control the fox, and we have the first dice roll. It's a random dice roll. This one is free, so I will, of course, roll. But we sometimes we have a catch. We can lose currency or health. This time I do not lose anything, so let's roll. Currency. This is the with the if I understand it correctly, these jars are the we can only buy stuff with this, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Use the ghost jars to buy potions, new dice, and passive ability modules in the shops, and you can use them to upgrade your dice. And as you said, you can use them to pay for the little bonus rolls before fights and chests.
We have to pay attention to those rolls because we sometimes we forget how many jars we have and we lose tons of money just rolling the dice. It's a bit addictive. Let me start with the strongest one. Do I want a bonus? I think I still can go with a bonus dice with life this time. It's just one. Enemy starts poisoned. Fine. And I am immune. Worth it.
It's pretty useful being immune.
Yeah. Jack Hornet. So the lucky number. What is this lucky number that we get before we start each battle?
So the lucky number is a way of like getting a bonus out of dice, as is a thing in board games where if you sort of do well on a dice roll, like rolling a specific number, you get another turn as part of the game. And so I've brought that over into this game where you sort of get a bit of randomness with the dice that you roll, but if you get a specific number that you choose at the start, then you get a free turn, which definitely helps against fights, against, a lot of enemies because it activates all your passive abilities a second time. So it's not just, oh, you get to do sort of a, handicap turn second.
Mhm.
Everything just carries on. Your buffs don't you don't take extra poison damage or anything. Your buffs
Yeah.
don't wear down. So it's a free, powerful turn, which is
Oh.
really useful to aim towards as part of the game.
I've noticed that yesterday. It's very powerful when we strike the lucky number. It's free damage or free health, whatever, free energy. It's free. So let's start to attack my enemy. People have to expect this randomness in these sorts of games. Random is included. Is there any difference if I press 3 times in a row the left mouse button, or if I chain the dices, or if I choose to press one at a time? I do not know if I was able to explain what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So potentially, because it always rolls the dice in a specific order. So like middle, left, right,
Mm-hmm.
left, right, left, right. But if you quickly click the mouse button, there's a chance that, maybe the second dice will do its action before the first middle dice does its action.
Oh,
So you can't choose the order you roll them in, but if you do it quick enough, potentially they will sort of land and act out in a different order.
We can strategize. Okay.
And if you're really good, you can hit one dice with another dice to knock it over, but it's very hard to do that
Yeah.
in a way that's actually beneficial.
Oh, I've not catch that one previously. So we have some options to take. I've choose attack in the first one, but I could have choose to try to get some shield. I think it works the same way, but instead of attacking, we generate shield, and we can charge our attacks. One of our attacks, it depletes our charge. So from time to time we have to recharge so we can be able to attack. And we have also here the option of making a big shot, but I think I've never tried it. I will try it with you here. So
You won't be able to right now.
yeah. Now I'm not able to. Yes, let's attack again. Tung, tung, tung.
Unfortunately, you are over the top of the battery bar, so people won't be able to see it going up and down.
Oh, yeah, it is. Let me see if I can change it. I think I can, of course. Let me try. Let me try to raise a little bit the frames. Well, I'm messing this up. It's better for me not to ruin this.
Yeah,
as
probably a
it
good idea.
is. It's better not to ruin. Let's let it be. I know how to do it, but I'm not finding the correct layout. So let's keep it this way. Behind me, you see under my face a little bit on the right side. The left side, a small green bar. It's like a battery that is behind it, and it shows our charge. My charge started at 25 before the fight. Now it's already 17. I'm just trying to attack my enemy, but soon enough I will have to recharge. Let's attack again. Oh, why? Now I only have 2 dices. It's because my charge it's a bit low, isn't it?
Yeah, it has to be above 20 and then you get an extra dice.
Okay, so I have to assume that perhaps under 20 I could choose to recharge, but well, now let's attack.
Yeah, it gives you an option with this specific weapon that being below 20 battery isn't necessarily bad. You can still take actions, but if you kept yourself above that, then you'd always get an extra dice on your turns. So it kind of leads into how you want to play the character.
Yeah, and this is getting spicy because the fight is it's very close. I should have go to the easiest character, the easiest fight. I choose the worst one.
Yeah, you went straight into a mini boss.
Yeah, it wasn't well thought out. My shield is 022455, so I will. Don't know. And I will lose charge with shields. Let me shield just to show how it works. I could have 0. I forgot. Let's hope not to get the 0. 5. Lucky. Okay. Because in the next turn I will have to recharge.
Just to make the recharging not feel like a wasted turn where you're just getting your battery back. Being charged gives you a bonus which adds your charge stat to all your other stats for that turn. So because this character's charge stat is 4, it adds 4 to his attack stat, his shield stat, and his charge stat.
Oh, fine. I have not noticed that yesterday. Great. Let's attack. He has 9 of life. Oh, there it is. That's why the dice gets electrified. I do not know how to say it. As those lightnings.
Yeah, just to like really show that this is a special dice for this turn.
But
so this character gets a lot out of it because he's got 4 charge compared to the other characters. So he's a lot stronger with battery management and abusing charge to good effect.
Okay. I think I have to risk it. He only has 5 of life. I have to risk and try to finish this now. I hope I missed.
Oh.
And that's the random of the thing. One life. One. Okay, now I have to. I really have to recharge. I think shield. I cannot go to shield.
Maybe you just gotta keep risking it.
Yeah, I only have 2, so I will not be able. Oh yes, I just need 1. I cannot roll the big one, but I can roll the other one, I think. Oh, I can. I thought I couldn't. That was close. I was never so close of dying in my previous playthrough. Okay, heal HP when your enemy take poison damage or +3 ghost jars. I will choose the jars by now because I have a store nearby and I need health. But I have health. Let's go for the health. Let me first go to the store, and if needed I can use that 10 HP that you gracefully put there for us.
Everyone should start with a potion just to ease you in if you have a bit of a rough start.
Let's roll a dice. Okay, I have a shop price of less 2, decrease 2, and the potion is free.
Oh, amazing.
The potion is free. Fantastic. So let me get the potion. Didn't I get it? Oh, I already have one. But I can go out and in again. So, the upgrades. So now you have the same screen as I do. How does these upgrades work, and how do I know that the dice will upgrade mine, the ones I have?
So this is the shop. You wouldn't be upgrading dice here. You just
I am
buy
just
new
buying.
ones.
Yes, I'm just buying after all. How do I know that the dice that I'm buying, it's better than the one I have? It's with...
So on the left, you can see the dice that you have equipped.
Yes,
in the
022455. Is that it?
Yeah, so that's the current shield dice that you have equipped. And then you just compare it to the one that's showing in the middle. And then if the numbers look good and the effects on the dice look good, then you can buy and swap it out.
Yeah. So
There's no objectively right answer.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes all the numbers are better, but sometimes they aren't. Sometimes you do have to get rid of some numbers to get a good effect, or get rid of an effect to get some good numbers.
Yes, I understand. How do we see how can we see the effects? What does this effect mean? For instance, in the middle one. I'm already with the middle one.
Yeah, the bottom left, there's a blue button.
Under the...
At the bottom of the book, yeah.
Oh. Applies poison, which deals damage at the start of the turn. Good. Me likes. So this dice, the color corresponds with the color on the left, isn't it? So the blue dice is just for shielding.
Yes.
So this one has 1, 6, 7, 7, 8. Great. And as a good effect, I'll buy it. 3. Fine. And let's replace the one it was not bad, but... And what's the difference? Let me wait for the weapon so you can see it. What's the difference between putting the dice in the bottom row on the top row? What's the difference?
So if a dice goes in the top row, it has all 6 of the numbers that you can see shown, and then that's the one that rolls in battle, uses battery, does the most damage, and it has all 3 of the symbols that you can see. So it'll have one on the back, one on the front, and one on the middle.
Yes.
But if you put it in the bottom row, then all of its faces become a single number, which is represented by your stat. So if you put it in the bottom row, it becomes a 2 on every face because your shield stat is 2. And it only gets 2 of the symbols instead of 3.
So let me try to check the difference here. So I would always have that stat in this scenario. If I put it in the bottom row, I will wait for you to have the screen with you. If I put it in the bottom row, I will always have a 2 and always have the poison effect. Is that right?
You'll always have a 2, but there's only a 1 in 6 chance of getting the poison effect, and a 1 in 6 chance of getting the dodge effect.
I thought that was the face was always the same. That was 2 with the effect in all faces. Okay. Okay, I see it. I understand. Let me see how it goes in the top one. 0, 0, 1, 6, 7, 7, 8. Okay, I prefer it to be in the top row. And this one, well, it's the same. It's a 2. Okay. It's the same. Let's go to the shop again and see what else do I have there. 22556, I think. No. 02455. I think this one will be a 3. Let me check on top what. Battery focused, max battery plus 20, max HP less 7. Aggressive assault, gain a 1/3 attack dice each turn. Wow.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Wow. That's great. And now I will wait a little bit for you to get the same screen as I do. I have at the moment the screen where I get the attachments on the weapon. I can choose to have 3 at each time. And we have a screen that I think we have the unused. If I have 4 of them, I have the 4 attachments permanently. 1 is unused. I can put it back again, or after I change to the 4th one, the one I remove, I lose.
The 4th one will go into your backpack.
Okay.
So in the bottom bar, there's a picture of a backpack.
Yeah.
You click on that. That's where all the stuff that you
Modules.
unequip goes into.
Yeah, modules. I forgot the name. It's modules. Okay. I've inserted.
But you don't get them for the whole run. As soon as you beat the boss and go to the next area, you lose everything that's in this backpack. So you need to make sure you're sorted before you carry on to the next area.
Since we have Shiryu in the chat, do you have plans to release this game on consoles? Or do you already have released?
Yeah, the game's fully released on Steam with no plans to bring it to console or mobile.
Okay.
At Halloween, I just released a big update to the game, which includes a lot of new enemies and lots of quality of life improvements, some an extra character, some extra, extra dice, extra modules, new music, all the sort of stuff you'd expect from a chunky DLC update.
Yeah, I've noticed that DLC I've messed up. How do we know at this moment? I've bought the dice with on the faces were 0 2 4 4 5 5. How do we know how the final number will be? The final number was 1 in this case. How do I know?
It's because if you equip a dice with a yellow border around it, it increases your stat by 1.
Oh, it's upgraded. Okay.
So yeah, upgraded dice increase your stat by 1 to give you a reason to upgrade the dice in the stat row.
Okay, I have not noticed that. So let's leave the shop so I can use the HP and then go back inside to get the other one. I think it was not this that I was trying to do, but I can get back, I think. Well, let's use a bonus dice. Shop price is +2. This one was great. Upgrading rare dice is expensive. This was a great catch.
Yeah, that was an unlucky roll.
Okay, let's go in again so I can purchase again the HP. and try to go to another fight. Let me use the HP. Better safe than sorrow. So, do I want a roll? Well, why not? Immune and yeah, fine. Shiryu, I'm always thinking about you. I'm here to make your job easier. I'm talking to the chat. Onwards. My
Definitely handy
opponent.
to be immune against the caterpillar.
Yeah, I think I've never battled the caterpillar. So I will. Let's try to recharge since I'm immune to try to get that extra dice. Oh, and now I have the aggressive assault, so I have another dice. Nah. I have the 5, so 21. I would have the extra dice. And the caterpillar is poisoned. Oh, the caterpillar, the attack is poison. Oh, great. Great. What? How big is your team?
It's just me.
Oh, solo dev game. Was it? What were your constraints when you were doing the game?
I was learning how to make the game during this, so the main constraint was trying not to go too big, doing something that I believed I could finish. And also I put a deadline of 18 months on it because I didn't want to spend forever learning a game. The whole point was to do the process of making a game and releasing a game. So I wanted to just limit it to 18 months with an achievable idea that I could do, so I could just get the experience of the whole process.
Yeah, I think that was great. That focus was great. We listened to so many stories of developers that burn out, just doing. They lose focus, and the scope of the game becomes so big that they end up by burning out and giving up. Rolled odd numbers on action dice +2. Okay, I can relate to this. Feeling odd and aggressive assault. We are improving gradually. And I don't know. I only have. We have here. I forgot to talk the Boostiary. Great name. Where we start to see the characteristics of our opponents, the enemies that we have battled against, and we can see the effects. What does it mean? The last sentence: capture 7 more of these ghosts to unlock their effects, or capture 2 more. What does this mean?
So when you defeat a ghost, it counts as captured. So it's basically just defeat ghosts, and the effects specifically are the things that ghosts have that activate at certain intervals. So they have effects that happen at the start of a fight, at the start of their turn, when you get lucky, and when they hit 50% HP. So when you can see their effects, you can see that one, but you can see the effects in battle already. So it's just a helpful primer, but you can see it in battle compared to their dice and their skills, which you would have to just memorize until you unlock this information in the bestiary.
Okay. So that's the meaning. Let's leave this screen and keep exploring. So the upgrade master processing with your mission. A shield touches your neck, spinning around with your weapon ready. You're greeted by the ominous visage of a sheep. It's just Spencer, the Fuzz Force Dice Master. I can make one of your dice stronger if you believe. Well, I have nothing to lose, I believe. 50-50. Let me roll. Well, I didn't lost anything, so let's push forward. Another free push. Do I? Of course I want. It's free. Random bonus chance. Plus 3 HP and 1 ghost jar found. Great. Onwards. Onwards to victory. Let's... Do I want to push another fight? I want to push another fight. Oh, chests. I like the chests. Bonus dice. Yes, I want. Roll for buffs. Onwards. Lucky number is 2, and I'm battling the mushrooms. I did not watch the name.
Fuzz bells. They're based on funeral bell mushrooms.
Oh, okay. Let's start. Oh, buy it. No, cancel. I want more charge since I will attack anyways, so I can win another dice. And the attack is a 2. Not bad.
Nice, lucky.
Yeah. Does lucky activate automatically? It's yes, it did. It did, of course. Now I got another go. Let's roll. Probably I've won this in one, of course, in one go. It was an easy opponent. Woof. There we go. Seems like Pokemon. Start the battle, heal 5 HP, of course. No, I love this one. Quick heal. Start of battle, heal 5 HP. I like this. For new players like me, it's massive. So let's see what the treasure chest got me. There's a potion on this chest. Fine. Ooh. Seems like a great dice. I will wait for you to see it.
And there it is.
I think that I can put this dice on the attack row.
Yeah, you can put it anywhere. If you want to do some big damage, or if you want to put it into your stat slot just to get some of the symbols.
I want it all. I want it all. It's the same. I got the 2. It's the same. Okay. None of them has a stat, so let's advance. If you did not have any money constraints, would you change anything in this game? You are alone, the same, but you have all the money in the world. You do not need to work. You were just making this project because you loved it. Would you change anything?
I'd probably have more music. I think I'd expand the soundtrack of the game, because the overworld stuff while you're on the board is just like stock music stuff, whereas the stuff in the battles is done by the composer.
Mm-hmm.
So all the battle tunes are like funky and upbeat. So if I had more money, I'd definitely expand the soundtrack, because I think video game soundtracks are really important to the game experience.
It is. Let me try to put the soundtrack a little bit louder. I think the game... well, it's audible. Oh, this seems like a good dice. No, it is not. I will just have the effect, but it's not an upgraded one. What do I want from this? I want it to be... Okay, three shields. No. I will have a 1 in the shield here, but it has the stats. And here the same. Okay. I will keep this one because of the perks. Okay, I will have the perks. Okay. I do not use the shield much anyways. Probably I should.
Maybe I'll change later when enemies start hitting harder.
Yeah, it's just the first board, I know. Because I've went to the second board after the first boss, and well, things just start getting way harder. Way harder. I went yes, I went. The dice is upgraded, great. Let me check what was my luck. Again. Well, let's change it again because I want the health. I just want the health.
Ah, that one isn't health.
What is it?
If you check the purple symbol in the bottom left, it brings up that list of the
It
effects
isn't?
again.
Gain 2, 3, 4 danger, which increases all dice rolls by 2. Well, and okay. Even so, it's worth it. It's worth it. Let me check. Extra attack action 4, 2, 3, 4 damage. Perhaps it does not worth it. But I can change this one to this one. Oh, but it always has 1, so it's pointless here. And the other one. Burn 2, 3, 4 burn. It's pointless. Yeah. Here it's pointless.
I know you'd get more out of it with the symbols on the extra stat point.
Sorry, I didn't. I'm not
It'd
following.
be better to use the dice with the symbols on it compared to the dice which gives you 2 attack stat.
But I as I was reading, what I understand here is I only gain that perk if I get a 2, 3, or 4. The dice only has 1. The number 1. Will I get the perk anyways?
Oh yeah, it's not based on the number, it's based on the face of the dice.
Oh, if I got the correct face. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I understood it now. Another jack-o'-lantern. Do you want a bonus dice? Nope. I do not want it. Jacko. My arch rival. Well, my stats are improving. 7 is already the lucky number. Okay. Let's attack. And, well, that made a difference. It's done. That was quick.
Demolished.
Static hits both enemy, shield, and HP. Oh, great. 1 ghost jar, I think it's a good trade-off. Let me see if I can roll odd numbers, gain a 1 to each turn. No, well, I do not think I want to exchange it. It was not a good trade-off. Let's go to another fight.
Looks like the last one in the area.
Yeah, and I went to go to the shop. I didn't enter it in the first place because my dice roll was bad. This one is the one where we make the upgrades, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
The one that is smoking. Lucky turns make you charged. Great, 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 great. Good roll. Fuzz bells. Let me... I will try to take a 7. My odds are not great to take a 7. Well, let's charge because there's the boss. And I want to be charged when the boss comes. And me turn. +4 of shield. Roll, 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 roll. It's done. 15. Well, now I have to recharge against the boss.
You'll always start at least half battery, so you don't have to worry too much about charging at the end of fights.
Yeah. It's for that extra boss. Dice. So this one is about upgrading. Do I want to upgrade anything? This one is unupgradable. I do not have anything to upgrade, I think. They are all upgraded. Yeah. Yes, they are. No, this one isn't it. Isn't. 7. And this one, 7. I will upgrade this one, perhaps. The lower one. It will increase always one number. The upgrade here is 2, 6, 6, 10, 10. And this one. This one will be just one. Hard choices. Let's go to the top one. I want all. Where's the exit? I think no. Is it down here? I've seen the... Is it here? It is. Let's go to the boss. To the boss battle. Split screen. Do you want fame? You already have fame. Continue. Mission saved. Data is cleared on game over. Continue. Let's go to the boss. I'm getting carried away with this. And I do not, and I usually am, well, I will always be lousy on these games, but I'm having so much fun. Do you think it will be hard for you to show this game to people? It will be easy for people to just reach to your game when Steam just releases like 100 games each day.
Yeah, it's tough getting that get that exposure to stand out amongst the crowd, but hopefully with the cute animal characters, the cartoony style, that sort of thing brings people in to the game. Like it makes it stand out amongst the rest of like the deck builders, quite a lot of which are a bit gloomy, a bit dark.
My luck. My luck. What
Yeah,
what a luck. Yeah, and do you think that events like IndieX are a good help for games, for indie games like yours, like Fuzz Force?
Yeah, definitely. When it's like a smaller festival and it's like a limited amount of games, it definitely helps. Like compared to when Steam does like the Halloween festival or the Christmas festival,
Mm-hmm.
like everyone else is on sale, you just get buried. There's like 300 or something games being shown off or something at one time in every section, like the RPG section, the roguelike section. Like there's just so many that it hasn't it doesn't really help to expose anyone new,
Yeah,
really.
I understand your point of view. And this year, IndieX will also be featured on Steam after the 18th, the 18, I think. Uh, Being a small scope event, is that way more relevant? I think I know what you will answer. Since you will only be competing with 50 other games, will you think that being on front page, I do not know if this is front page, if a Steam event will raise awareness to the game?
Yeah, I'd say with 50 games, it's definitely out there because it's just like, oh, here's 50. And that's like really easy just to look at, just to scroll through. You can be like, okay, there's 50 there. It's not like, oh, there's 50 and then keep scrolling and there's
Mm-hmm.
100 more below it or something. And like the order changes, for example, there's like 300 games and the order changes all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, there's just 50 games. Take a look at these. And that's really good for getting your name out there.
I wish, I hope it helps. I've played some. I'm not part of the committee that chooses the game and plays it. I'm just helping with the streams, but all the games I've played, they are great. This year there are so many great games. So I wish people just take a look, take a pause, look and play them. So many of them with demos like yours, and a great art style, uh, incredible music, interesting battles. Now I have the option of choosing big shot. What
Or it's going to turn the tides.
uh, does this have any downsize? Oh no, I just have to push a button. 11. Poof. 10. Well, this is getting harder. Now I want shields. Massive. 16 of shields. Great. It was a good option. Now I
A
want...
little bit of free damage.
Yeah. And a bit of free damage, yes. Do I risk it? I think 12. It's... Yeah, it is. It is enough to... Well... Let's risk it. It is enough.
Oh, nice one.
It was a big extra actions happened twice. I have the module that or 3 ghost. I will wait for you, just for you to get access to the end screen.
We're there.
Extra actions happen twice. What does this mean? What is an extra action?
So the extra actions are the symbols on your dice, like the gun, the shield, and the battery.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
those give you an extra attack, they give you extra shield, they give you extra battery when you roll your dice, but then this means that they happen twice, so you get twice the benefit out of them.
Okay, I think it's a good module. And I can rolled out numbers on action dice +2. Gain 1 3 attack dice each turn. Okay. Quick heal is also more or less important, but it is not needed for every fight. I can exchange this on a go, can't I? On the main, I can exchange my loadout on the main board. Is that an option?
When you go to the next board, anything that you don't have equipped in your gun will just disappear.
That's an hard choice. Okay, I will remove this one. Hard choices. This is very well made. This is very well. It's an incentive to make us do hard choices.
It's even harder when there were only 2 modules that you could equip. Put it up to 3, and it was a really good idea.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a good time to start wrapping this up. Let's change the screen. Let's make a transition. Very, very professional way to say this. And there we go. So, Alan, thank you so much for being with me and talk me through the game. I think this game is very, very intuitive because even someone like me that do not like the very much of the mechanics of a deck builder and does not understand very well how to stack up all the perks, the bonuses, the attacks. I'm not very clever on understanding that. I felt that the game was easy to get into, and with progression, the way the game progresses, it becomes very more complex. So for the ones who like the challenge, they will have the challenge. For the ones that do not understand how to play it, it's easy to get into and to understand the mechanics. Of course, it was easier for me with you next to me explaining some stuff, but I think that if I played once or twice more, I would understand the meaning of everything here. So what can I do? I can wish you the best of luck on IndieX, because IndieX is also a competition. I love to show these games around. They are beautiful. Your game is beautiful. The sound, the music, the design, the level design, the way we navigate is very, very, very beautiful. But for you, on top of having a way to show the game, you are still on the competition for winning a prize. So good luck with it. And again, thanks for having me. Thanks for being with me. And now I leave to you the last words.
Oh, and thank you for having me, and thank you for playing through Fuzz Force Spook Squad as well. I'm glad you had a good time, and you did get it. It's testament to how straightforward it is to get into.
Yeah, it is. Once again, guys, that for the ones who were with us, thank you for being with us, and we see you again during the afternoon. See ya. Bye.
Bye.